Okay, so I should be doing this as a live, as the get ready with me, because as you can see, I am getting ready to leave my tent. But I'm sick, and my body is sore and achy, and I am whatever. This is a good reason to not move, actually. I want to be very clear. In my last video, I said that metalheads are sad sack losers, and I had no idea. That's not a value judgment. That means we saw something in the virtuosos and just the bands that we came to really enjoy that resonates with us, which means that on some level these bands are sad sack losers. That is, filled with members who are sad sack losers. But see, this is why I like metal, is because if they are sad sack losers, like, okay, so like I like Dave Mustaine, and what you learn about Dave Mustaine very early is the reason Dave Mustaine is the way Dave Mustaine is with his superiority complex is because Dave spent a lot of his young life abused and homeless. And when I mean young life, I mean youth. I mean before he turned 18. So Dave became aggressive and hypermasculine as a way to keep people from bullying and taking advantage of him in the 70s. Well, I can relate to that. That's why I'm the way I am, because people wanted to be sexually violent toward me in the 90s. And so whether they are or not, whether I am or I'm not a sad sack loser, I don't think should matter. But I did find it very stunning. Like, I'm only recently getting into Metallica, only within the last couple of years, only since I started playing bass and I got good enough to actually be able to play some Cliff and Jason. And so, like, I can't play it at full speed. I got up to about 80%. That's a fast song, and it's very difficult, and I wasn't good, and I couldn't practice. I couldn't force myself to practice through the despair, and that's what makes metal musicians different than you, and different than me, is they're able to play those instruments and sing in the way that they do through the despair. But like a lot of those bands they're playing horror movie soundtracks. That's where the sound comes from. So I'm reading this Yahoo blog from a Metal Hammer, or maybe even a former Metal Hammer correspondent writer, and he's talking about how when he was 12 years old, the music video for One traumatized him. And I'm just like, well, I hope this guy never learns about grindcore. But what I found the most stunning is, like, metal, the guys in metal, the reason that they write about the things they do and they write in the way that they do is to sort of immersion therapy you through their negative feelings. So I just can't understand somebody who could have the voice to write for a metal magazine, who also can't stand up and face a childhood fear of a World War I movie. Like, come on, bros. Come on. Do better.